Return of the Mac? Why Conor McGregor looks poised to re-enter the UFC circus. Conor McGregor hasn't fought since July 2021, when he shattered his leg facing Dustin Poirier at UFC 264, and since then, he's been a ghost in the Octagon. Fans grew cynical, pay-per-views dried up. But now, he's back in UFC's official drug testing pool, signaling that a rumored 2026 White House fight might finally have teeth. If he's serious or just trolling again, the MMA world is scrambling to figure it out. This week, McGregor shared a video, sitting on his yacht, pointing to a Band-Aid on his arm and proclaiming, "I'm ecstatic, I'm in shape." He captioned it, "Return of the Mac," a cryptic cue fans scoffed at or took as confirmation of commitment. USADA rules require 6 months in the testing pool and clean results before a fight. If he remains clean, he's eligible by 2026. And UFC's official anti-doping site finally confirmed his registration of a test on August 1st, 2025. That momentum boosted credibility to what once felt like empty hype. Suddenly, maybe he's back had support. And all of this coincides with a bizarre announcement from Donald Trump, a UFC event on the South Lawn of the White House for July 4th, 2026, to mark America's 250th anniversary. Trump's July 2025 announcement became instant meme fuel, but McGregor acted fast. On St. Patrick's Day, 2025, he visited the White House at Trump's invitation. Just weeks later, he teased the possibility of starring on the card, sharing a fake AI-generated photo of himself and Michael Chandler inside the White House lawns. Fans wondered, is this marketing? Or is Mac planting seeds for a high-profile comeback? Others chimed in. John Jones immediately threw his hat in the ring. Even Dana White spoke of planning a bigger spectacle than any previous UFC PPV. But many insiders believe McGregor is angling for Michael Chandler. Their rivalry was born on the Ultimate Fighter 31, and the fight collapsed at UFC 303 due to McGregor's toe injury. Critics have circled McGregor's comeback dreams before, and discouraged skeptics include Jake Paul, who shredded McGregor's recent training clips as garbage, urging him to give it up at age 37. Others backed this sentiment. McGregor's signature swagger feels stale. Shadowboxing videos labeled slow as molasses from veterans like Chael Sonnen raised concern about Mac's athletic decline. Sonnen argued that form alone isn't enough, that lightning speed and explosiveness are now missing. Those doubts aren't without merit. McGregor hasn't fought or stayed consistently competitive for over 4 years, nothing since his dominant 2016 run. Critics argue that even with star power, he lacks the recent performance credibility to land back in title mixes at lightweight or featherweight, especially given the rise of new champions. Let's be blunt. Conor McGregor's reputation is complicated. In Ireland, a Dublin High Court found him civilly liable for a 2018 sexual assault incident. He lost his appeal just this summer and was ordered to pay €248,000 in compensation. Spending time with Trump hasn't helped either. McGregor made controversial immigration comments at a St. Patrick's Day event in the White House, drawing political backlash in Ireland, add altercations, arson attempts on his pub, and an Ibiza nightclub brawl that went viral, but didn't attract charges. And you have a wild side that keeps tabloids busy. Khabib Nurmagomedov, his former rival, recently urged McGregor to change his lifestyle, saying, "Allah always gives a chance to come back." Despite their rivalry, Khabib endorsed McGregor's personal redemption. McGregor hasn't named an official return opponent, but speculation is wide. Michael Chandler is seen as the most likely and maybe the only viable opponent if McGregor wants to go out with drama intact. McGregor's social posts and AI mock-ups tag Cade Center's outdoors vibe of the White House as perfect backdrop for it. Other names tossed into the ring: Paddy Pimblett, Ilia Topuria, even Islam Makhachev. Though Islam is more ascendant, and McGregor's best feat may not land where his legacy glitters. John Jones is another wild card. He's teasing a heavyweight comeback, and some suggest he and McGregor could co-headline the White House card. Jones already re-entered drug testing pool briefly, signaling interest. Number 1. UFC wants him back. McGregor is its biggest draw ever. A White House card would dwarf any PPV. If Mac headlines, pay-per-view traffic and media storms would explode. Insider whispers say Dana White told McGregor that if he gets back in shape and stays ready, he's welcome, especially if he brings marquee opponents. Number 2. But athletic legacy is perishable. Legends like Chael Sonnen, Jake Paul, and others question if he can generate real threat in cage anymore. A stale star may not pull the same punches. Merely entering the drug testing pool and posting shadowboxing videos doesn't prove he's competition ready. Across Reddit and MMA forums, fans debate whether McGregor's hype is for real or nostalgia marketing. Some wrote, "Drug test? Nice. But I need to see him land heavy hands again before I believe." The White House event is insane. But if John and him headline, that's TV gold. He hasn't done anything since 2021. It's a comeback. Just not my job to buy the hype until he punches somebody. Undeniably, the emotional pull of Return of the Mac has more traction than most scripted throws. McGregor is either staging the grandest sports comeback of the decade, or he's trolling the world, and everyone wants to know which. Timeline to July 2026. USADA tests. He must remain tested for 6 months with clean results. Official mention by UFC anti-doping site on August 1st confirms he's begun the process. Turn 0 search for. Training footage. Upgrade. McGregor must show speed, explosiveness, and fight-ready pacing. He's got to move faster than slow-motion shadowboxing. Opponent. Confirmation. A contract must be signed. Michael Chandler appears likely, but others tug on fan imagination, including Pimblett, Topuria, or even exiles like Nate Diaz. Event. Confirmation. UFC and White House must finalize logistics. Dana White waved enthusiasm. Trump declared vision but actual promotion needed. Physical fitness. The world needs to see Mac not just lean, but tearing pads, sparring, and earning knockouts. He needs a body that sells the belief again. Conor McGregor is one of the most polarizing figures in sports. He loves drama. He thrives on chaos. But at 37, with injuries, legal baggage, and 4 years out, he now needs more than flash, he needs facts. He needs clean USADA tests, real camp reports, opponent fights, and explosive highlights, not nostalgia. Yes, an event at the White House would be historic, but for McGregor to headline, he has to be functional inside the Octagon again, not just symbolic. The MMA world fans, fighters, insiders is watching closely. In 2026, he could be headlines again, or he could become a footnote in should have stayed retired discussions. Is McGregor really training to return, or just running PR? Would fighting at the White House elevate him or expose decline? If he fights again, who has the balls to take him on? And lastly, what's more important, storytelling or performance? Drop your thoughts. If you believe Conor Mac can still shock the world, hit that like and let's build the hype. If you're skeptical, comment why. Share this video. It's not just MMA news, it's sports history being written. And whether it's return or retreat, this story has already changed the game.